Today we are at RAF Shawbury and we're at the Assault Glider Trust, and I'm sitting in a hawser, which is one of these. Today we'll be looking at film studies and history. For film students, your learning objective is to develop your knowledge and understanding of talking head interviews. This video will give you a demonstration of one. For history students, your learning objective is to develop your knowledge and understanding of an individual's experience during World War II.
Yeah, I was 8 when the war started. I lived in London. There were odd, interesting things when the bombing was bad. When it got really bad, I moved to Wales for a year. But, for example, we didn't go to school in the same way. We'd go to school in the morning, collect what amounted to your homework, and then take it home, working on the principle that if a school full of children was bombed, you know, you'd lose hundreds of kids. So we used to pick up work in the morning, and then take it back tomorrow morning and pick up some more. Yeah, I wasn't evacuated by the state. I had relations in Wales. My uncle ran a farm, and I went there for a year.
And how was that, being separated from your family at such a young age?
It was okay. You know, got on very well with my relations there. And in actual fact, it did make me realise there was more to life than London. Well, I went to school there, and there were the other funnies. Everybody's doubtless seen Dad's Army. Well, in the village we had Home Guard. The Home Guard captain, the Captain Mannering type person, was the local schoolmaster, and all the soldiers were local farmhands. So it wasn't really very military. But I remember one day they were going to do hand grenade practice. So the school teacher got one of the pupils to stand up against the blackboard with a piece of paper on it, drew around his shoulders, and then painted it black, so he got his head and shoulders in black. And they put that up in the middle of the field, and they threw hand grenades at it all evening, and there wasn't a single scratch on it. When I came back from, well, I was only there for a year, then the flying bombs and the rockets started, and we were bombed out. Flying bomb landed just behind the house I was living in, which was quite interesting because I was in bed on the top floor of a 3-storey house. And the main thing I always remember is this Victorian plaster in the ceiling. I must have been sleeping with my mouth open because I couldn't speak properly for about a week, which I think everybody thought was an improvement. But, you know, there were big department stores and things like that had totally disappeared. But some of the things used, like the V-2 rockets, there was no warning. You didn't hear them coming because they were coming virtually straight down, and they were supersonic. And I remember on one occasion I'd gone down to the high street to go to Woolworths, and about 100 or 200 yards at the very most before Woolworths there was a butcher's shop, and there was a queue of women outside with their ration books to get their meat, and I just stepped into Woolworths, and the only description I can give is that Woolworths lifted itself 2 feet off the ground, shook itself and sat down again. There was the usual broken glass noise. When I went outside, the butcher's shop and the queue of women there had totally disappeared. It was just a big hole in the ground. I suppose as a kid it was exciting, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, I was 14 when the war started, and I should have gone to Shrewsbury Tech, but one thing and another I didn't, and I ended up becoming an apprentice wood pattern maker at the factory where I lived in Newport. And when I got to 17, I volunteered for the Navy, Royal Navy, and had a bit of a problem getting in, had more of a problem getting out. But started. You tell lies and they catch up with you. I shouldn't have gone. I should have been kept back because I was reserved occupation. That's what they called it when you were on an important job. Anyway, to get in, I told a few lies, and eventually, at the end of the time, 3.5 years later, when I came out of the Navy, one thing and another, I came out and on what they called then a Class B release, and that was to let joiners out, and carpenters and bricklayers, plumbers, plasterers, anybody like that, to help build the country up when the war was finished. And I came out and I was only out 3 weeks, 6 weeks off now, and they recalled me because they found out I wasn't a joiner, I was a pattern maker, you see. So no, I quite enjoyed the time I was in. As I say, it was one of them things, you know. Everybody had to do, but everybody, when you were young and foolish, if you like, you really wanted to get in the thick of it. So this is why I know other lads have told lies to get in, you know, told them give the wrong age group and one thing and another. But no, I was very fortunate. I was in tank landing craft, but everything worked out in the end, you know. But the war itself, it lasted a long time, all through my teenage years, really, till I was about 21 when I came back. And all I can say is it was one of those things that happened. The funny thing is, nowadays, at my age, I can remember almost exactly what I was doing in 1943 and 44 and 45, but ask me what I was doing yesterday and I couldn't tell you. It works out that way.
Hi, my name's Rachel Abbott and I'm the curator for the Salt Glider Trust. Over the past 2 years I've been collecting veterans' memories and oral histories connected with World War II. If you'd like a copy of the booklet containing these memories for research, then please get in touch. Visit our website www.saltglidertrust.co.uk. Thanks.